are you, boys?
How are you? You look gorgeous.
Oh, so
Beautiful.
you're looking at Dickie bows.
Thank you. Do you remember these?
Oh!
Oh,
We dress up for you.
couples, didn't we? Do you remember that?
Oh,
Oh,
you look like we were on a prom date. I remember that.
absolutely. How are you both anyway? How are you dealing with lockdown?
Really well, really well. It's Ian's still working. I'm at home all the time, so it's good.
We're dealing with it. We've done season 6 to 12 of The Real Housewives of New York. We finished Netflix and eaten most of Asda. So
Tiger King.
Completed Netflix. That's it.
that's it.
I've been watching some of your live shows and have absolutely adored them. And I love that the paper picked up on it, didn't they? And said, you know, that you're keeping all of us entertained.
It was so sweet. It was actually, we call them our Shaboomers. Somebody got in touch and they just wanted to sort of like let them know what we'd been doing. So we were really, touched to be, sort of recognised, because it's a tricky time for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a weird one. As we were saying, you know, to go from a really full diary, which we had this year, for a change, we had a really busy diary. It suddenly kicked off. We'd had loads of meetings with our agents and stuff, and then suddenly it went, nope, you're going to knock down for 3 months.
Yeah.
So everything stopped.
It was literally overnight. I think we literally got cancelled for a Saturday night on the Friday, and we haven't performed since.
Yeah, because literally you can see the emails coming through. So like the second they said lockdown, it was like that. Due to circumstances like that, right? You don't have, like, we all know what's happening. Don't rub it in by giving me an email about it as well.
It starts coming through in bulk then. For a month.
Cancellation for a month, and then.
So tell us how, you know, your experience of X Factor, I know, was one of those that you was like, there was disappointment in parts of it. I think was for everybody concerned. You know, we didn't see as much of you as we wanted to, you know. So how did you feel now, looking back on it? Did you enjoy the process? And
well, we had such a positive experience. It was like obviously the best time of our lives, you know, like we were just like walking around like this the whole time going, you know, like, are we actually here? You know, like it was such a great thing. Obviously meeting beautiful ladies like yourself always helps.
I'll see you later.
But it was great. It was such a good experience. We didn't pan out exactly as we we had hoped, but we're trying to turn that around, you know, and make the most of it. From that, if you know what I mean.
And you both got engaged, which is gorgeous. So that was lovely. I know. So when you're getting married? What's happening? You've had loads of time to plan your wedding in lockdown.
No, I know. I think we're probably looking into next year.
Well, I hope we're getting an invite, because I've got to get a hat.
Yes,
absolutely.
You have to wear those dresses again.
Of course. I'll drag those things out. So listen, so what as well as doing the live shows and everything like that, you're sort of obviously rehearsing new numbers, you're getting yourself sorted out, because I didn't realise that you were part of the Jersey Boys tribute as well, aren't you?
That's right. Yeah, big guys don't cry. Tell
us a little bit about the Jersey Boy tribute, because I've never seen it before.
So we're basically we're Shaboom plus 2, so it's us and 2 other guys. We perform what we call like a party concert of celebrating the music of Jersey Boys, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. It's very interactive. We like to get people involved, get people up singing, dancing, and we have great fun with it. We've got obviously we've had a few cancellations. We have a residency at the Tiffany's Hotel in Blackpool, and each year we go out to Cyprus and do like a 10-day tour. Of like the amphitheatres and that, so it's like a busman's holiday.
Look at you two, you're all over the place, aren't you? I love it. It's great.
Try our best.
You don't say no to anything. Norwich.
Come to Norwich, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were doing a holiday park near there. We'll have to come and see you.
Yeah, let us know. We'll come and see you. We'll visit you.
My friend's just moved to Norwich, isn't she?
I don't know.
Oh.
I love you two sitting there in your dicky bows. I think it's so cute, I tell you. Just gorgeous.
When's your next live?
Next live is tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
There you go.
We're actually doing a Jersey Boys show tomorrow.
We get lots of requests. So, and a lot of people often request, like the Jersey Boys numbers, but we've been trying to, sort of like mix it up, and we've been learning numbers last minute and everything. So, as well as maybe not knowing the words, we've been making up the tune as well.
You have been brilliant, and I tell you what, I love your off-screen costume changes. They make me raw. Because what's hilarious is that when you say, should have really tried this on before the show, and it just makes me giggle. Because I swear to God, you can't see this jacket, but I swear to God, I was, just before we came on camera, I was like, my stomach, oh my God.
I'm saying.
Well, I can't talk, I'm wearing my slippers.
Oh. Don't ask Crystal to stand up.
Yeah, don't ask me to stand up. Honestly, it's glamour from here up, but downwards, I'm naked.
Oh,
Well, it's the same for me.
Bless you. So when you get back on the road again and everything again, obviously we're hoping a lot of our gigs, I don't know for you, but a lot of our gigs were postponed or delayed. They weren't cancelled, which I think is really lovely of clients and venues, because they could have just gone no, but they just said, no, we will have you again. So your diary will still be full, won't it? It's just a little bit later, that's all.
That's it, just starting a bit after the summer. Obviously, we won't be going to Cyprus this year. I think that's, quite clear, because we were supposed to be going in July, but I don't think things will be, sort of like up and running as such. But hopefully, we actually tour the UK doing the Park Dean resorts, the holiday parks, on our #LoveIsLove tour. So we did that actually last year after X Factor we started. We did a year, and then we come back to do it again. We did 2 shows, and then everything shut down. So
I know, it's crazy. We did a wedding just before it closed down, and it was the weirdest scenario, because everywhere we went there was people going around going shh.
Oh really?
Honestly,
didn't stop us out though, did it? Honestly, we're like that. Oh, it's nice and quiet. Oh, we'll nip over to that pub over there.
it was ridiculous. It was so scary, and it was the last gig we did, and you could sense that feeling of like, oh.
Yeah.
So obviously you're still working, yeah? So you're going out every day to work and everything, and you're indoors. And are you cooking a lovely meal tonight?
Watching The Lion King, watching The Housewives, just getting looked after, really. It's just how I like it, so it's great.
Bless you. How are your families? Are everyone all right? Everyone's fine?
Yeah,
they seem to be. Well, I think my mum lives in Spain, so she's been in lockdown for quite a few weeks now. So I have to speak to her sort of each day, make sure she hasn't jumped off the villa balcony or anything like that. So she's...
Well, they've been on lockdown for a long time, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? It's been hilarious, bless them. So listen, so you're going to obviously go back on tour again, and you've been rehearsing bits and bobs. I want to ask you some questions. May I ask you? So first, I want to ask you, who were your inspiration? Who was the people that you found who inspired you to do what you're doing now?
Go on.
Oh, mine would be Britney Spears.
Yeah,
100%. I like the old head roll thing.
I love it.
I love it.
Yes, Crystal.
Yeah. And you, babes?
I think growing up, I was like, believe it or not, I was a bit like older when I was younger. So like it was people like I'm going to say like Randy Crawford actually that kind of inspired me, and then it sort of moved on. Yeah, and I loved all. I was fully into Whitney, Mariah. Everything like that.
Like Crystal and her Celine Dion. Yeah, she loves the Celine Dion, our Crystal.
Oh yeah, saw her in concert.
So if you said, we did this question earlier on, and we thought it was quite an interesting one, of the fact that if you went forward, so say in a time machine you went forward, say, I'm not going to say 10 years, I'm going to say probably 5 years. In 5 years time machine, whoosh, where and what would you like to be doing in your career, in personal, whatever? Where would you like to be?
I think the reason we went on X Factor was just to, because we've obviously, like all you guys, we've done it for years, you know what I mean? So it was just to take it to the next level, to gay prides, to, just things like that. Yeah. So we have achieved some of that since doing X Factor, but I think that is just, in 5 years' time, I just want to take this singing and stuff just up a level.
It'd be great to still be, performing and continuing, especially, as Shaboom, because, like when it's just the two of us, we don't have to worry about each other, and, and actually, we work together, we live together, so we never ever argue.
Do you know, I was going to ask you this.
You
spend 24/7 with each other. Swear to God that you don't argue.
I swear that we don't argue.
I can't see his hand right now.
We argued just before this.
Yeah. Honestly, we argued. He was blinking too loud.
Some people say lockdown are affecting them in different ways.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Oh, amazing. So I've got to ask, how did you come up with the name Shaboom?
Well, it was obviously it's a lyric of a song, and a while ago, a few years ago, who knows what, a few years ago, we were asked to do a Christmas light ceremony for a place in Cumbria, and we were trying to think of a name, and for some reason, I'm going to show you what happens, because it's a fleet with glitches. Right?
This better be the clean version.
Sit up. Come on, if you poke Mark in, if you poke him in the side, he shouts funny things like Polly, Stephen, and things like that. And one day he just went Shaboom like that, and I was like, ah. And that's kind of randomly how it came about.
Oh, you want to hear what happens when you poke Special K?
It's because I'm elderly. I can't my bodily functions.
Oh, you're getting well with Mark then?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I love you too. You're adorable. How did you meet? I mean, that's another thing. How did you two meet?
We met at Butlins.
Oh,
The Butlins.
We met on an 80s break at Butlins.
It was an 80s break. I used to work there.
yeah.
Chris knew that.
Yeah.
Miss Crystal. And I went back for a reunion, and Mark was there on holiday, and that was it. And that was 10 years ago, in February.
That was it, yeah. We met on the last night. Well, we met on the first night, but we didn't speak, and then we seen each other again on the last night.
There was a lot of staring. And
yeah.
So how long have you been together now?
10
years.
10 years.
Wow. Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
You are adorable. You are our prom kings, and we do
you have prom queen.
love you to bits. And we want you to continue being amazing on the lockdown. Thank you for
thank
coming
you.
to the interview. And, we love you. And after this, we must all meet up and maybe do a show together. Squirrels.
Yes.
Squirrels.
In the bow ties, yeah?
Squirrel. Yeah. We love you. Take care of
Thank
each
you.
other.
See you soon.
Stay safe.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Bye.